Hello, my beautiful and amazing friends. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is V Valera, and I'm the author of Readers. The info on how to purchase my book is in the description box below, as well as links to the other platforms, my other platforms where you can connect with me. So I got a whisper in my head to do this reading. Today we're going to do a reading just for the Divine Feminine 144K twins. And today we're also going to use a deck that I have not used at all in any of my readings. You can look through all my videos, and I'm pulling them out especially for you. I usually use it just for myself or clients, but I would like to share this with you because I think it would be very helpful for your journey, and I want to do this for you. So, kicking off the reading, you'll see that I have a particular set of crystals for you. I have my dragon bloodstone for courage, and then I have the Shiva Lingam crystal for sexuality, my friends, and then citrine for success and also protection. So, I will just put these back in their spots. I hope to have infused your deck with all these wonderful properties. I've already shuffled extensively off camera, and I've prayed and meditated on the cards as well. But as you know, I like to shuffle on camera as well for those new to my channel and tarot. So today we're going to ask the spirits, the universe, what messages they have for the Divine Feminine 144K twins. Now, if this is the first video that you are watching of mine on the 144K twins series, please, by all means, start at video 1 so you understand where we're coming from. And if you're so led to watch these videos, I think it's super important that you start from video 1 as well. Okay, so now we're going to ask the spirits for any messages they have for the Divine Feminine 144K twins. Here we go. One card. I'm going to do 9 cards. Messages for Divine Feminine 144K twins. Okay, that's a lot. That's too much. I'm going to put those in. Here we go. Any messages for the Divine Feminine 144K twins? Messages for the Divine Feminine 144K twins. Those aren't too much. I'll take them. Here we go. Any messages for the Divine Feminine 144K twins? Go. 4 more. Nope. 3 more. feminine, 144K twins. Okay, normally when cards go like that, I spread them face down, but I believe they are like this. Hold on, let me hear. Okay, I believe it's like this. Now, I tend to have always leftover cards. I call them side conversations. Not only do the spirits give me 9 cards, then they also give me like these postscripts. So I'm going to set them here and we'll turn them over after. Hope you can see all this. Checking the camera. Let me make sure it's in focus. Here we go. Messages for the Divine Feminine, 144K twins. Now what I mean, in case you're wondering what I mean by 144K twins, 144,000, comma, twin flames / sacred union / counterparts. Also, if you're wondering why I flip those over, I never have done inverse cards. Okay, and let's see what these say. 7 of Wands and the Star card. All right. Here we go. The first card is 7 of Pentacles. Let me hear what they're saying. All right, so many of you, if not all of you, have, in regards to the divine masculine, you've already planted the seeds in your prosperity, in your connection to the divine masculine. Some of you may have also given a love offer to the divine masculine in hopes of wish fulfillment. 9 of Cups. I'm trying to hear if this is what you did in the past or if it's moving towards you. Okay, no, they're saying this is what you've done in the past. You've already planted the seeds you've planted the seeds for a love offer in hopes of wish fulfillment. So the lines are typically past, present, future. I mean, it can all be at once, but more often than not, this is what has already happened, what has already transpired, or even currently happening, but that's what's happened so far. Now, the second line is the King of Swords. King of Swords is your divine masculine. Now, they may have air in their charts, or this may be just their energy, but this is your divine masculine. This is also the card for Aquarius. So they may have it in their charts. Sun, Moon, Rising. I would also check Venus. And then we have so this line they're telling me is what's going on with a divine masculine. You have him, the divine masculine, sacrifice, the goddess Kuan Yin, and 4 of Pentacles. Let me read to you what the description is for the goddess Kuan Yin. I like to do that just so that I can hear sometimes lots of times what they're saying when I'm reading the description. And also you may experience hearing some words that resonate with you. So the traditional card for this is the Hanged Man. Keywords: compassion, surrender, and patience. Meanings: a surrender to higher principles, higher goals. self-abnegation, the ability to take care of others in a compassionate, nurturing way, sacrifice in order to make sacred, to gain enlightenment, empathy. Okay, I'm already hearing it. Okay, so for some of you, your divine masculine has purposely hung back from your life, just stepped back for his own reasons, but they are wise reasons. It's that last line. They're saying, let me, sacrifice in order to make sacred, to gain enlightenment. Sacrifice in order to make sacred. The divine masculine, he knows, he understands how important your relationship is, and he's purposely hung back, I'm hearing, to figure himself out. It's cause 4 of Pentacles, which is stagnation. In my deck, it can be for stability and wealth, but this is, in the Rider-Waite deck, it's stagnation, and this is stagnation. So his actions have brought upon stagnation. But it's stagnation in a more noble way. He hasn't done it just to cause pain, to be a pain for you. He's done it because innately, I'm hearing, he knows how important your connection is. He knows how important your relationship is. He knows how important, I'm hearing, he knows how important you are. At the same time, though, he knows how important you are, probably deep down at a soul level, but his human side does not quite understand it. He's a little bit conflicted, which has caused anguish for you. I hear anguish, and that's understandable. Now, this last line is typically the future line, what's happening. So what the spirits are telling you right now is this is 4 of Swords, which means rest. Swords are thoughts, and if you can see, the thoughts are hanging over her and she's sleeping. So she's resting right now. They're asking you to just, as he is hanging back, they said just take a rest from the thoughts, from your thinking of this. I'm also seeing this status could have been playing out for several months now. I'm hearing like 4 months for some of you out there. Now, you as a sacred feminine, divine feminine, sorry, I was saying sacred feminine from earlier prayers, but you, the divine feminine, because of what's been going on, you're feeling like 8 of Swords, which is having your hands tied behind your back, feeling like your hands are tied behind your back. And again, the swords are thoughts. This picture is a woman who's lying in the sand and she's upset, and rightly so. She's upset because she feels trapped by all these swords. Now, this 8 of Swords feeling, sometimes I'll say that, I'm like, oh, you're feeling 8 of Swords. You are only trapped in your thoughts, in your mind. You feel like there's nothing you can do. But actually, this woman, if you look closely at this card, none of these swords are piercing through her body. I thought this one might be. I think it's piercing through her dress, but none of these are piercing through her body. She could very well stand up and walk away from all these swords. So you are only trapping yourself in your mind. You're limiting yourself in your mind. You could very well stand up and walk away from this line of thinking. While it is painful that you've been experiencing this withdrawal, the divine masculine may have withdrawn his energy from you. While that is painful, you are by no means trapped, and you're well able to do other things. So this is the goddess Diana, the huntress. I'm going to read, I already heard the message for this, but I'm going to read to you the description because I did so for the other major arcana. Okay, the traditional Rider-Waite card, the moon, keywords femininity, intuition, emotion. The receptive, nurturing aspects of the divine feminine, intense emotions, vivid or lucid dreams, intuition, an opportunity to work on your relationship with that which truly nurtures you, the support of caring women. So that meaning may have resonated from some of you, or for some of you, but the message that I heard from this is, if you take a look at the Huntress, I wish this camera would focus. If you would take a look at the Huntress, there you go. She has a bow in her hands. The message for you here is focus. She needs to focus so that she can get her prey. So the divine masculine is not your prey, however. But the message here for you is focus. Focus like the Huntress, but also in terms of the description that I just read to you, there's a message in there, additional message in there for you. An opportunity to work on your relationship with that which truly nurtures you. That is not the divine masculine that they're talking about. That is you. That is you and other divine feminine. It's the relationship with yourself, the relationship with your girlfriends, your circle. They're saying as he is doing what he needs to do, focus on you. You have no idea how many times I hear that. A week, a day, a month, years. Focus on you, focus on you. It can be a frustrating phrase if you're dealing with, coming into union, but it is a very important, key, and truthful advisement. Focus on you. And okay, two things about this moon. We got the moon card so many times in the past readings. This March 9th super full moon was a very key full moon. It set off a series of events that's moving towards us now. What they are, we'll find out as we keep reading, as we keep going and reading. But don't think you're so far from coming into union, because this moon is it's like a wink. It's telling us things are happening. And also, for some of you, it may have set off a series of events to come into union with your divine masculine, that full moon, or something is moving towards you by the next full moon. I have a moon here. Sorry, moon there. It's very possible. Either full moon or mid full moon. And then, okay, the side conversations. This is Seven of Wands, and then the Star card, Goddess Inanna. I'll read you the description, but just to go over quickly, Seven of Wands is the card for defense, defending. As you can see, she's defending against, now wands are action, so she's defending against all these actions that are happening. And what I always tell people when they get this card is, don't think that for any reason that she is losing, because as you can see, all of these wands are half, while she has a full wand. So she is well able to defend this. This message, the Star card is the meaning is written in the stars. So the message is for you to defend what is written in the stars. Okay, I'm hearing a message. Okay, so you know this whole series is about the activation of the 144K twins. So the spirits, while we are talking about some love aspects today, we also have to talk about the job. The side conversation, the postscript is like, okay, this is what's happening between you and the divine masculine. We understand we're addressing your heart concerns, but remember to defend what is written in the stars. It has been written in the stars that you have spiritual tasks to do. Okay, they're saying don't get so lost along the way, and it's not all about coming into union. A lot of times people are, women, or I'll say the feminine energy, is so focused on to coming into romantic union with the divine masculine. Your original selves may have just been best friends or just really good coworkers in your original forms. I'm hearing first era. Okay, so that's kind of like putting, I hear you, that's kind of putting like a kibosh on the whole concept of my twin flame. But that's the whole purpose of this series, is to remind everyone, the 144Ks, that, you're brought forth for a reason. I don't know where to, let's just put them over there. Also, in keeping with everything, I will read the description for the Major Arcana, the Star card. Keywords: inspiration, hope, and dreams. Awareness of goals and dreams and the self-respect and strength to follow them. Success, good fortune, creativity. There are great possibilities of success with the appearance of this card. All is well with the world. Your highest hopes are supported by the universe. Any feelings of insecurity and unworthiness are to be banished from your thoughts. Follow your dreams without fear or censure. Don't be afraid to work to make them happen. Yeah, it's all in there. It's all in there. The description addressed love and also what you're, calling attention to what your spiritual tasks are and what we're supposed to do. Okay, let's see. All right, I know you've been waiting for it because I have. Let me bring out my Goddess Oracle deck. I'm going to shuffle them. So this is my Goddess Tarot deck, and I have a powerful Goddess Oracle deck. Now, if you don't know the difference, Oracle decks are less in number. They're not 78. They're, 48, 52, something like that. And they're more powerful in energy. Like you can say these are words, and then oracles are paragraphs. Okay, so you've heard me shuffling them. I hope they're not too loud on the mic. Let me show them to you. You are going to love them. This is my Goddess Oracle deck. And there's the triple goddess symbol and also the tree of life symbol. Ooh, I can already feel their power. Okay, let us ask the goddesses for 3 oracles for the divine feminine 144Ks. Here we go. We have 2, and they don't have to be in order, so here we go. one more card for the, okay. So we are getting 5 cards. I'm going to do them all because that is what they would like. Now you are going to love these cards. They're beautiful and gorgeous. And it's a mix of a lot of different goddesses. And some you may have never heard of. I know some of them I've just learned. But they are amazing. Okay, are you ready? Yeah, I know you already seen one. Let's start with the first one. Ah, the goddess Ma'at. Truth. Let me see if I can get this to focus. There we go. Truth. Ma'at, the goddess Ma'at is Egyptian. And she's usually that winged goddess that you see on top of a lot of Egyptian architecture or art. Okay, let me read you the description. And you know what? I'm going to also read to you the whole thing. I know there's 5, but this is a powerful deck, and this is for the Divine Feminine 144Ks, and you deserve to hear the messages for you. Okay. Ma'at, the truth. Empowerment message. There is great power in telling the truth and allowing it to lead you to higher ground. It's only when we refuse to see the reality of a situation that we lose our power to co-create for the highest good. The Egyptian goddess Ma'at comes to remind you that if you are willing to do a fearless self-inventory and live authentically with rigorous honesty, it will lead you to great success in all areas of your life. Being completely transparent with others, although it might at first feel too vulnerable, is exactly what you need to do now. When you do this, you will be flooded with the power to claim and experience a new freedom and a new happiness that will pour over your life like a wild sweet honey. Your life is exactly where it needs to be. This is a wonderful time of empowered choice making. You are doing all the right things if you follow the invitation of Ma'at to live fearlessly in truth. As the arbiter of balance and divine order, she reminds you of the great value of this way of being. Okay, I heard a message, before we go on to the alignment message, I heard a message that, yes, this is a time for the divine feminine to fully embrace who she is. They're looking for you to have the empowerment of the truth of who you are. Okay, alignment message. The law of karma states that everything comes into balance sooner or later. So trust that in the greater story of your life, all wrongs will get righted. The goddess Ma'at appears with her scales of justice and feather of truth to remind you that you are seeing only one moment in time. The balance of events tips both ways until it comes into coherence with the harmony of the universe. Regardless of this natural balancing, it's time to speak up if you see injustice in your world. Ma'at says in order for you to be truly considering where you may have hurt someone else and how your unconscious projection of how the world should be may have set you up for a transgression even if you were innocent. This is a time of great unraveling, and nothing meaningful will be accomplished without some effort. Another message for you now is to see behind the word of others, especially when you feel they may be withholding truth or acting without awareness. It's important not to enable this. Tell the truth with as much love as you can, even though denial may be swept away in an awkward moment and everyone feels exposed. It's an important way to move forward with compassion. The goddess Ma'at reminds you that she is a champion for those willing to course correct and gives you her full support. Wow, she is coming in very strong for you ladies. So the message I was hearing is, for those of you, so you may have been on a journey for some time, and this is the moment in time where things are becoming who you are and what you're supposed to do, and the way of the world is becoming, I'm hearing it's becoming manifested to you. You're being shown what it's like. one of the messages they have is that all the ways that you were hurt along the way, all the ways that you experience injustice, whether or not you know it or see it, it will be righted. Your wrongs will be righted. You will receive justice. Now, here's the thing about karma. Here's the caveat. Another person's karma is none of our business. It is none of our business, and we should not relish when karma serves those, because karma will also serve us. So, and that is what keeps us humble, right? But just know, because I feel, I hear, I sense, a lot of you have had your hearts really, I'm hearing, ripped and torn in shreds. Just know that your wrongs will be righted. You may not witness it in this lifetime, but they're saying, trust God. He sees all. That's a big message. She's coming in very strongly for this. And when I say that, I mean she is channeling, like she is emphasizing it. Okay, so, conversely, karma. Now, karma is, everyone hears karma. Oh, that's your karma. Karma is actually positive or negative. Karma means whatever goes out comes back to you. So that is the beauty of karma, because it keeps us humble, it keeps us level, and it keeps us doing the right things. So, with thoughts, words, actions. So, especially if you are a 144K and you have abilities, especially for, those practicing magic, it's very, I'll say, frowned upon. Well, I know it happens, to send out bad juju, because remember, whatever, in the law of karma, whatever you send out comes back to you fourfold, tenfold, hundredfold, especially bad. So they're saying, while your wrongs will be righted, make sure you right your own wrongs internally and with others. They want you to have, for your spirit to accomplish your spiritual task, they want you to be very clean spiritually. They're saying, like, tie up your loose ends, say your apologies, have your regrets, say what you're supposed to the people you're supposed to. Okay, let's see what the next card is. Ishtar, communication. This is very interesting. So Ishtar is the warrior aspect. No, I think she's the peaceful aspect of the goddess Inanna. So it's very interesting that she's showing up twice. No, she's a peaceful aspect. The peaceful aspect of the goddess Inanna. All right, let's see what goddess Ishtar's message is for you. Empowerment message. Your intimate relationship with the invisible world is being called upon right now as you enter unfamiliar environments and situations. It's time to commune with the great goddess, the aspect of the conscious universe in her most collaborative form. The world then becomes your oracle as it opens up and communicates everything you need in the form of signs, omens, and messages. Now is the time to pay attention to synchronicities and those moments when logic and reason fail to give you the full picture. The Mesopotamian goddess Ishtar reminds you of the time in her ancient temples when her priestesses served as oracles, communing with the goddess and imparting wisdom to the people who sought guidance. Look at everything in your life as an opportunity for communion, losing the need for self-centeredness, connecting to Source in a sacred, intimate way. You will not pray on your knees as a supplicant. You engage the great goddess as a partner in co-creation, participating in the making of worlds. No one needs to rescue you when you act empowered, aware and awake to the wondrous miracle you're part of. Whoa. Goddess Ishtar is coming in very, very strongly. She wants you to understand just exactly who you are. Okay, divine feminine. You are a very special being. if you are new, if you are awakening to who you are, the goddess is reminding you, or not reminding you, she's communicating to those newly tuning in, not to my channel, but to the message in general. You may, because she's saying synchronicities. There's a reason why you chose to watch this video, you know, whatever brought you, you know, along this way, and then you clicked on the video. Over time, over your timeline, over the time of humanity, we've really lost touch with the sacred feminine. That's why I was saying sacred feminine earlier. Sacred feminine and the divine feminine are different. The sacred feminine is the counterpart to our great beloved. Okay, so that's in the previous video, and we can go over that in subsequent videos. So what the goddess Ishtar is saying, you know, her message is communion. Divine feminine, get back in touch with the great goddess, the sacred feminine, or even, you know, start following whichever goddess resonates with you, and start honoring, I'm hearing honoring those parts of you and those parts of them. Communion, she's calling everyone in. She came in strongly for her message, and I was trying to get it all out, and she's like, and now I'm done. So I hope you understood what that meant. I was trying to hear her and say it out loud at the same time. So it's not, a lot of times when readers are just like stumbling like this, it's a lot of energy that we're handling, and the ability to articulate it, to say it out loud. So she's saying essentially to get back in touch with the goddesses. This deck, what you're seeing now, is a great intro to what we're really talking about. And in our current society, our modern society, you know, anything not God, G-O-D, and I'm not talking about Allah or Buddha, you know, the word anything not G-O-D is blasphemous or very put down. And that's just really not the truth of the matter. Allah is the word for God in another language. And there is a sacred feminine, and the world is off balance because we've lost sight of the sacred feminine. So the reason why I was saying that is a lot of people, especially if you're new to all of spirituality, they'll be like, I will not worship anything that is not God. Well, if you were led to this video, I don't know, there's some aspect of you that may not necessarily believe that. So yes, we can, if you want to put the nuance on it, we can worship God and then honor all the different gods and goddesses. Just because we honor them doesn't mean we don't love God. That's the whole gist of spirituality. You know, the greatness of spirituality. It's not man-made religion. It's not human religion. Is that there is enough love for everyone. Think about it as, think about it as kindergarten. Now, remember, if you've ever helped in the kindergarten class, or let's say a birthday party, there's always several adults that take care of and watch over all the little kindergartners, all the little children. If there's just one, these are the helpers. And the fact that we just really, modern society now, just totally negates, omits, suppresses other entities, is, you know, it does a disservice to all of us. Anyway, they wanted, I've had that analogy in my mind for like a week now. They wanted me to communicate that nuance. Okay, the next card, let's see who it is. Hera, Alliance. Okay, can already hear the messages. Empowerment message. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Ishtar, alignment message. When you refuse to see the signs, it can ultimately take you down a path you really don't want to be on. When red flags indicate something is not quite right, it's not a sign to jump in with both feet. It says, this is not for you. This is not yet. This is to be revealed. If you choose to move forward stubbornly, you could find yourself back in an old lesson you'd rather not face again. When you are attached to an outcome and unable to see another option, you might say, the oracle said this wasn't in my best interest, but I'm going to do it anyway. The truth is that the goddess Ishtar is offering this alignment task for you now. Trust that the wisdom in the universe will provide with perfect form, but in divine timing. This means you might have to wait for a while, reconnect to your partnership with the goddess, and trust that you will not be left behind. The connection is at the core of everything. This connection is at the core of everything. Okay, so that goes in line with the messages I was channeling as well. So she is saying, connect back again to the goddesses. Help strike that balance in the world. And some of you, if not all of you, have been seeing signs nudging you to do so, especially if you've clicked on this video. So this video series, just so you know, I never expected to do it. So this is something that they really wanted me to do for the 144Ks. All right, the Goddess Hera Alliance. Empowerment message. The Greek goddess Hera, wife of Zeus, knew intimately that positive alliances lead to great power. At this moment, you are magnetized to receive aid from people who have greater wisdom and can help you to the next level. Perhaps it's a mentor who appears or someone in the know. Making connections with others and finding strategic partnerships are favored right now as you explore the nature of becoming empowered by association. This works well if you have a healthy sense of self-worth and if you are able to learn without diminishing yourself in any way. Right now, Hera is supporting you to form beneficial alliances for the greater good of all. When called to action or faced with a decision, ask, how does this benefit me and how can I serve the highest good as a result of this connection? You may also be called to give help to another who needs your mentorship. Give freely, for only good will come of it. This is a wonderful time for all manner of connection and collaboration. I'm just going to get into the alignment message. There is a feeling of unease that sets in you when you are in an unhealthy power dynamic with another person. As a result, you may compete with and blame others for your discomfort, just as the goddess Hera did when faced with evidence of the many betrayals of her husband Zeus, king of the gods of Olympus. Like she did, you might even stand up for someone who abuses their power to avoid seeing your own role in perpetuating the myth that you need to be a certain way to be accepted or valued. You may think the benefits of your willful blindness outweigh the price you're paying, but Hera knows that this will not serve you as an empowered, sovereign person. Fear and denial make for a potent hypnosis, one that's passed down generation to generation. No one chooses this dynamic intentionally. You may have stayed in a disrespectful relationship because you felt that alliance served you in some way, such as giving you security or status. Hera wants you to be aware of these traits in yourself and be empowered in your own right, not through attaching yourself to the dominant power or for a false sense of safety. Stand tall and choose collaborative partnerships with deep mutual respect and encouragement. Don't chase what's popular or who will make you look good. That won't last. Look for equality and see yourself as worthy. Ask yourself, who would I be without this dynamic person situation? Your alignment task is to open your eyes and choose another way. Belong to yourself and align with the great goddess pulsing through your heart and the whole world. She is the one with the real power. Whoa, just got really heavy chills. So do you understand this message? The first part, the empowerment message. The goddess Hera is saying, the tagline here is alliance. And the goddess Ishtar was saying communion. The goddesses are saying, divine feminines, gather up, seek each other out, find again the great goddess. In finding the great goddess, you will find yourself. And then I could already hear in the alignment message, there are some of you that still have, they're calling it loose ends, the loose ends to take care of, the loose ends of letting go of that which is not for you, that which is holding you back. A lot of times, divine feminines, even women, divine feminines and women around the entire world, we function as if we are not whole and able, alone in ourselves, when we are great and powerful beings. And her message is that we lose that just for the sake of security and status. They're calling to mind this article this post that I read. I should find it and post it in my Instagram. But with the way the world is right now, the patriarchy is out of control, and we as women are suffering even more cruelty than before. This post was of some tragedy happening in, I want to say, Southeast Asia. Could be Africa or even India. But there are some men who are demanding sex from the women, or else they will not sell them fish at the market. You have no idea how much that angered me. My friends, my beautiful, beautiful divine feminines, if a man wants you to give them sex or else they won't sell a fish, you go and you find your own damn fishing pole and you get that fish yourself. We will not give any of ourselves to those we do not want, and no one will demand it from us. No one will manipulate, trick, and lie it from us. That is our great gift. So the goddesses are like totally coming in strong right now. So that is my message to you, but it falls in line with what they're saying. You are great as an alliance, as a group. Seek out the goddesses. They will help you. But we have to do our parts, right? The goddess the goddess Ma'at is asking us to be truthful with ourselves. Watch our karma, okay? And remember, the message is they want us to be spiritually clean, because in only being being spiritually clean, meaning not free from faults, that's not it, but having righted the wrongs that we've done, we'll be able to push forward and require equally from those as time moves on. Does that make sense? Sorry, if you think a lot of times people think, kings, gods, warriors, they have a lot of power. You have no idea how strong the energy is from the goddesses. Remember, women can procreate. All right? That is very powerful, if not the most powerful. Okay, so the next card is the goddess, I always don't know how to pronounce her name, Yihi. Or actually, I'll just say the goddess Yi, the sun. Let me get that for you. Empowerment message. When you shine your light into the world, You will attract various people and experiences that match or challenge your commitment to being empowered. Right now, you are receiving information to know which choice to make, which opportunity to take, and which person to trust. The Aboriginal Australian goddess, sun goddess, Yi, illuminates your path with her rays and brings clarity as she shows you what you need to know. A bright light also attracts a lot of bugs, so know that you may also attract those who see themselves smaller as a result of your empowerment. This is conditioning that needs to be healed in many people in the world. All you can do is be incandescent and joyful, kind and truthful, and the world will begin to reflect that goodness back to you. The goddess Yi is happy to help you shine. Alignment message. Sorry, it's a lot of energy here. Sometimes the light shines too bright and too hot for you to achieve your aims. Although the sun is bright, getting too close to its fire will risk everything burning to the ground. Do you really want to know all that is hidden from you now? Are you ready to face the harsh light of illumination that rips open your old ideas and shows you what else is possible? Your alignment task is to be bold and brave. Don't shrink away. Know that this is all part of the process of evolution that calls forth the bright sunlight to show you the shadows so you cannot escape your own denial. Allow the truth to burn through your defenses. Then you will be set free. When the sun goddess Yi comes with her bright light, it is a day of reckoning that will lead only to miracles. Okay, so there's two messages in this. One is that Divine Feminine 144Ks, you are being called to bring forth and shine your light onto the world. And if you watched my earlier videos, how we are going to change by elevating the vibration of the world right now, the current state that it's in, is by love. And I know some will be like, by love, what is that? That's really vague. Like, are we supposed to hug everyone to death? No, every good deed, every bit of kindness that you set out into the world, it creates a domino effect. Okay. And you don't always know the faces of goodness, meaning there are so many aspects to love. Love is it can be a very fierce energy. They keep putting in my mind Oprah. Oprah has a lot of love. She's not a perfect human being. Some might not agree with, setting her as an example, but she does a lot of good in the world. She uses love as the catalyst to do a lot of humanitarian tasks that uplift the world. They keep showing me her school for the girls. What she is doing there is miraculous, they're saying, and they love it because there is this saying that if you give a male money, right, they will spend it on gambling, booze, and other women. If you give a woman money, she'll spend it on the family, food, clothes, shoes. She will heal and help her community. And that is what Oprah does. Whew, I'm getting a lot of energy on this. As time goes on, you're going to discover whenever I touch really true sacred energy, my eyes start watering. I'm not crying. While it does give me a lot of feels, that's just how pure the energy is. So the spirit world really enjoys the miracle in that action. So that is what they're saying to you. Come together. Shine your light upon the world. Be warriors of love. That's the phrase that they just gave me now. They're saying be warriors of love. That is how we're going to do this. They have a very big objective right now, the spirit world. They are aggressively trying to I'm trying to get the word. They are aggressively trying to raise the vibration of the world. It's in a lot of chaos and negativity right now. A lot of fear is happening. I can feel it. Okay, so let's see the fifth card. We have the goddess Caradwin. Oh, I love this goddess. Okay, let me just make sure that you guys are in focus. I apologize. The camera's supposed to automatically focus, but okay, the goddess Caradwin. Potential. Empowerment message. You are a child of infinite potential, and the Celtic goddess Caradwin is here to remind you of the power that resides in the womb of your heart and the chalice of your mind. Everything you need is coming together right now, as if your life's reflection were shining brightly in a golden liquid in Caradwin's magical, transformative cauldron. Imagine greatness, and there will be greatness. Envision peace, and there will be peace. Choose love, choose gratitude, and choose faith in the divine magic that flows through you. These are the only ingredients needed for the goddess Caradwin to work her transformation magic on your behalf. Regardless of the limitations imposed on your world by fate, culture, and conditioning, your true destiny is coalescing on your behalf. You can be anything you imagine. Remember this. Dream and trust that everything you need exists to make that dream a reality. This is the promise of the goddess Caradwin. Alignment message. When you become complacent in your comfort zone, you run the risk of never moving beyond where you are. Your true potential remains dormant and inaccessible. This may feel like a vague boredom, an envy of others, or an anxiety accompanied by a sense of low self-worth, reinforced by habit or an addiction to feeling like life will be amazing for everyone else but you. Or in so many cases, it's just been trained into you after generation upon generation of repression and conformity. The goddess Caradwin comes to remind you that it's time to course correct. Your alignment task is to turn this around by releasing all judgment toward yourself and others and reclaiming those dreams you seem to have lost. Write down those dreams and set your intentions. Then look in the mirror, imagining that you're looking into Caradwin's transformative cauldron, and say them out loud as if they have already happened. You are so much more than you allow yourself to be. Only good will come of your growth. Your dreams and cherished desires are important to the divine. The way is simple and profound. Just say yes with gratitude in your heart, and the goddess Caradwin will lead you to discover your highest good. Oh, that is so beautiful. So I was getting the message. Some of you divine feminines may be on the fence of whether or not to take any action, to whether or not heed the signal flare that went up in the sky several nights ago, meaning pretty much my first video, and the signal, the flare in the sky was the March 9th super full moon. So some of you are on the fence. Some of you are going like, all this talk, like how the hell did we, what, how? You will know. You were all encoded and born to know. Your higher self, the spiritual part of you, already knows. It contracted with the souls around you to come here and do all of this. We'll go into soul contracts another time. Please add that to my list of all the other videos I need to do. But like I said, some of you, okay, you were led to watch these videos. These are not run-of-the-mill videos. I'm not saying I'm super special. I'm a trumpeter. I am but a trumpeter of the message, right? But you were called to watch these videos because your higher self knows what it needs to do, what the next steps are. You are watching this video, but your higher self is already, they hear other things. It's already, talking with the goddesses, talking with the great beloved, talking with the sacred feminine. It's if some of you are feeling a fire in your belly, That's your higher self going like, yes, this is it. This is what I've known all this time. I'm finally hearing what I've already known. So, like I said, you may be wondering, okay, what does that mean? What do I do? What is my talent? You will know. For example, if you are, the whole task is to raise the vibration, right? So if you are, let's just say, an underwater basket weaver, right? And you make these beautiful baskets, donate them to, the local homeless shelter, your baskets, because maybe the homeless can use them to carry their things around. You've already made the people there smile, and then the homeless people can feel good knowing they had something to carry their belongings in, and it could be something beautiful. And also remember, we are energy beings. So when you're weaving, when you're doing things, when you're creating, remember to infuse what you create with love. They will feel it. This bracelet, I got it from, oh my gosh, I have too much energy going in my head to remember. I did a post about it earlier, I think on Instagram. But anyway, these are not glass beads or anything like that. This is rolled paper. These are rolled paper beads in some type of epoxy, some colored beads, and they're from Uganda. And I wear them not only because they're pretty, but also because when I bought them, the sample, I could feel the energy was so nice. It was so good. And then when I received my own bracelet, which wasn't used in the trunk show at all, I still felt the positive energy in these beads. Now these beads, each one is made by a woman, a young lady, or maybe even the children in Uganda. And making those beads gives them a job, and they earn money to help support their families. So I believe, when they're creating these beads, that they were just full of gratitude and joy and hope, that energy got infused into the beads. So when I wear these, I can feel it all. And it's really nice. It's really wonderful. And I knew that was a bracelet for me. So that's an example of what you can do to help lift the vibration. And remember, it's also as small and as basic as giving a smile. Giving a smile when someone passes by, picking something up when somebody drops it, cheering on your fellow female. Let us not bring each other down, right? I mean, I'm not even going to get into that because I'm not going to put that energy in this reading. But remember, we are a divine feminine. I want to say team, but that's a little mundane, right? A little vernacular. I'm hearing divine feminine collective. Maybe that's what I'll name this video. So we are a divine feminine collective. We are meant for a spiritual task to do. We are already equipped to do that. The result of our actions will help shine a light on the world that is very much darkening right now. Okay? But in order to fully leverage all the divine power we have in us, make sure you are spiritually clean. Right your wrongs. And you say, why? Because when things like that nag at you, it's really hard to be focused on your spiritual task. And that is part of your soul work too. That's going to be another video. But that is part of your soul work too. So, oh my goodness. The goddesses came out today for sure. These are strong goddesses. So this is, I'm very grateful. And I was going to use another deck, but I want this to be a complete goddess reading for the Divine Feminine. That's what I'm going to call you, the Divine Feminine Collective, DFC. I'm going to make that a hashtag as well, so make sure you look out for that. I'm going to do one more card for you, okay? One more oracle. Dear goddesses, please give us one more oracle. Okay, that's a lot. That's a lot, but it's this one that they want. They directed my eyes immediately to that one. So let us see. Ladies, look who it is. It is the goddess Aphrodite. Come on, you can't write this. You cannot write this. Romantic love. Empowerment message. The Greek goddess of romantic love, Aphrodite, represents a state of ecstatic being in that she now invites you to cultivate within. You can experience the world as a sensual, expressive, creative being if you allow yourself the freedom to explore what this means to you. Perhaps this is a portent of a new partnering or a deepening of one you already have. Or perhaps this is a time for you to claim this aspect of your nature, which may have lain dormant a while. Please forgive me. Aphrodite invites you to fall in love with your life now and choose to look for the essence and expression of love all around you. By doing so, love will increase tenfold, and you will see evidence of it everywhere you turn. This is your sacred task when Aphrodite chooses to aid and empower you. Alignment message. Your alignment message is to stay present, release judgment, and see the treasure of what lies in front of you. You may discover something painful is actually a beautiful gift. Indeed, it could be exactly what you need to release the old patterns that no longer serve you. Be careful of the addictive quality of longing, yearning for elusive love, and fixation on desired outcomes. This only creates more of the energy of unmet desire, and you may find yourself unable to discern what's true. Release expectations and attachments and simply see what arises. Remain aware and accountable for your side of things. Make amends if you need to, and trust that all is well. Even your partnership with the universe may need refining as you let go of your need to have things your way. Call on the goddess Aphrodite to lead you to a healthier, more satisfying experience. Wow, that is awesome. I'm not even going to expand on that because I think she said everything that she needs to, and I feel that you know what she's saying as well. So I'm going to conclude this Divine Feminine Collective reading for the Divine Feminine 144s, as I'm beginning to call you. I hope you enjoyed it. This is a very special deck to me. Like I said, you can look through all my videos. I do not bring them out. Usually use it for clients. And I hope the messages resonated for you and answered your questions, if not led you to new questions that will help you along your path. I'm getting a whisper that I may need to create a group for the Divine Feminine Collective. I'm going to see. I'll take the temperature of what's going on my YouTube channel, and I don't know, maybe I'll just set it up. It'll be a closed group, or maybe I'll make it on Facebook, but I'll make an announcement. I will let you know, because as the 144s, because you're in such a unique position and you are such unique beings. Like I said in the earlier videos, not everyone will understand who you are, and it's kind of hard to, talk or relate to other people who don't live in our world, right? So anyway, I hope you enjoyed. I'm sending you lots of love and power, my divine feminines, and I'm very grateful for you, and I appreciate you so much. I will see you next time. Thank you.